Hey everybody! We're all stuck inside, and you might be asking yourself, is now the time that I become a gamer? The answer can be yes. I'm Simone de Rochefort, and I'm a video producer over at Polygon. I'm here to tell you about a bunch of games that you can get into if you're not necessarily familiar with video games, but you're very ready to try. You've probably heard of Animal Crossing: New Horizons, and yes, it is a very important game for this list. Animal Crossing is the best way to spend your quarantine. You are on a deserted island, you're methodically gathering fruit and catching fish and catching bugs and improving your house. It's basically everything that you would be doing if you weren't stuck inside, including talking to your neighbors. Untitled Goose Game is pure physics chaos. You play as a rowdy goose in a small English village. You can do things such as honk and flap and grab things with beak and drag them around and basically annoy the crap out of everyone. If you've ever encountered a goose in real life, you know that they're terrifying. So when you are the goose, you get this power trip of being able to honk and seeing people go, "Ugh!" It's great. If you like the vibe of Animal Crossing but want something with even more complex relationship building, Stardew Valley is a great option. You go to this small town, Pelican Town, because your grandfather has passed away and left you his farm, and you basically come in knowing no one, make friends, plant vegetables, make money, buy animals, make cheese, all the kinds of things that I really wish I knew how to do. Journey is an incredibly beautiful game, and if you've never held a controller or worked a mouse and keyboard before, it's a great choice because there's basically no button pressing that you have to do. Journey is one of those games where when it came out, everyone lost their shit because they felt like they could finally prove that video games are art. You are this scarved, hooded figure running through a gorgeous desert, trying to get to the top of a mountain. And yes, the mountain is a metaphor.
Some of these categories I'm not entirely sure of. For example, ghosts are currently in the outer space section.
Wilmot's Warehouse is a game that you're either going to be really stressed out by or completely love. You play as this tiny block named Wilmot, who is organizing a warehouse. Every turn he receives a bunch of random objects, and you basically have to sort them, because in the next round, you're going to be asked to find objects to give to your coworkers. So the challenge of the game kind of depends on you and how good you are at organizing things and how good you are at finding the stuff that you just put away. Limbo and its spiritual sequel Inside are both creepy, side-scrolling platformer puzzle games. They really challenge your spatial awareness and environmental puzzle-solving skills, so it might be a little difficult if that's not something you're used to, but definitely well worth the effort. Do you like solving mysteries in real life? If so, you will probably love Return of the Obra Dinn. You play as an insurance inspector boarding a 19th century ghost ship and trying to figure out why the heck nobody's on it anymore. As you go through the ship, you gradually unravel the mysteries of what happened to each of the 80 crew members. It's both really sad and also really mentally stimulating.
Get in, Max! Get your punk asses out of there now! Don't even try to run! Nobody!
Life is Strange is about a teenage girl named Max who discovers that she has strange time rewinding powers. Throughout this game, you're not just navigating the power to rewind time, but also the social situations in the private school that Max goes to. The tone of Life is Strange is basically like Riverdale and Sabrina with a sprinkling of Twin Peaks, which if that sounds good to you, go out, go forth, be well. Hey, do you miss going outside and walking? There's a whole subgenre of games for that. The tongue-in-cheek name Walking Simulator used to be kind of an insult, but now it's been adopted by this subgenre of games where you walk your character through a beautiful environment and basically try to figure out what the heck is going on. 3 of my favorites are Firewatch, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, and What Remains of Edith Finch. What Remains of Edith Finch is a particular favorite of mine because it takes place in this gorgeous rambling house in the Pacific Northwest, and it's all about a woman trying to unravel the mysteries of what happened to all the members of her family that have died so far. It's very poignant, very bittersweet, and it's one of the best narrative games I have played in my life.
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. I'm sweet enough as it is.
Her story and the spiritual successor Telling Lies are great because the only skill you need to have to play them is typing. So in Her Story, you are faced with this archaic looking computer terminal and a single video clip. And as you watch it, you realize, oh my God, I get to solve a mystery. You solve it by typing in search terms and being served up more and more videos that are all pieces of the same story. I love both these games. Her Story is a particular favorite of mine as a fan of murder mysteries. Florence was originally a mobile game, and it's only 40 minutes long, and it is one of the best games I have ever played. You play as a young woman named Florence, who is navigating a new relationship and then the end of said relationship. Like I said, it's only 40 minutes long. You have no excuse not to play it, and then go out and evangelize it like I'm doing right now. If you are really ready to test your quarantine relationships, I recommend you play Overcooked. This is a game where you are working in a kitchen, trying to fulfill orders and get them out. You're also, of course, washing dishes and trying not to catch things on fire. You have to work very, very quickly with the other person, so as important as it is to be coordinated in the game, it is even more important to have a strong verbal communication between you, calling out things like, okay, I'm gonna cook the meat, and I'm gonna wash dishes right now. It's kind of just like in your life, but it's in a video game, so it's great.
Oh my God, somebody... Oh my God, I'm sorry. I have a lot of things to say about this, but I won't say it.
Jackbox is a whole collection of games that are fun to play with people in your home, or you can play them online, which is a great way to stay in touch with friends that you can no longer see in your life. Some of the standouts in Jackbox are games like Drawful, which is basically Pictionary, Quiplash, where you are trying to basically be funnier than all of your friends and family. Very fun, great to play with large groups of raucous, loud, filthy people.
Holy shit, overachiever.
Well, hopefully that is more recommendations than you know what to do with. Games are a wonderful way to pass the time because, well, A, they can be really fun. B, you're not just passively engaging with them. You are thinking, strategizing, using your hands, reading, and taking in narratives in ways that might not be familiar to you. I love them. I hope you do too.